Weather was great today for Easter Sunday.
Yeah, even better than a $3 tax, if you ask me.
Sure.
Really
no,
nice.
Nothing's better than just $3 of taxes.
Okay, it's the second best thing.
Fair.
Take a look at this sunset. This is coming out of Sandy. Don Can sent this in. We had mostly sunny skies today. Really beautiful, not only in the north, but southern Utah also having a really nice sunset and even less cloud coverage there. Look at that, silhouetting the red rocks at our Black Desert Sky Cam. Really neat. Now you notice most of the Beehive State is looking really dry. Actually, most of the western U.S. is looking dry. But as we zoom in here to the north, we do have a couple of showers streaming in near the Utah-Idaho border. That's moving westward, impacting places like Cache Valley and the northern Wasatch Front. And that moisture content is going to continue to increase overnight. And we'll touch on that in just a sec. Temperatures right now are in the 50s for most of us, 40s for southwest Wyoming, 63 degrees in Lake Powell, and 65 degrees in St. George. Those temperatures, of course, are going to continue dropping, reaching 52 degrees by midnight. We're going to get increasing cloud coverage. By 5 a.m., we're looking at rain showers. Honestly, we'll probably start seeing them around 2 or 3 a.m. And then as we get into the late morning hours, that's going to clear on out. Although at this point at 10 o'clock, we could still see a couple of showers along the Wasatch Front, but it's just a slight chance. You notice 2, 3, 4 a.m., that is when the highest potential for precipitation is, and then it starts to taper off after 8 o'clock. And then by lunchtime, well, it's unlikely that we're going to have any precipitation along the Wasatch Front, but it could hold a little bit longer in some areas. So by 3 a.m., it's going to be mostly impacting places like Brigham City and Logan. It's going to continue moving south, eventually reaching places like Salt Lake City, Utah Valley, maybe even as far down as Nephi. Again, the higher elevations are going to be favored here. And then by the afternoon, as daytime heating adds a little bit of extra lift, could tap into the moisture in parts of southern and central Utah as well. But it's just going to be a couple of light sprinkles. Then it clears on out. And as we get into Tuesday evening, southern and central Utah could see a couple more showers again. But it's mostly going to be towards the West Desert and the southern mountains. Places like Cedar City won't get quite as much, if anything at all. So we have this high pressure in place, which has brought us this beautiful Easter weekend, but that high pressure ridge is starting to flatten and this low pressure trough is dipping on in. Now the heart of it is moving through Montana and northern Idaho, but we are getting some showers as far south as the Wasatch Front, as we mentioned earlier. Then Tuesday starts to clear a little bit, and then we have our eye on another system that's set to roll through midweek, bringing even more showers to northern Utah and possibly even all the way down to central and parts of southern Utah. And then by Friday, high pressure slides to the east. We get this southerly flow, and that's going to drag that really warm desert southwest air all the way up across the Beehive State. And then we have more moisture on the way. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of on and off this week in regards to rain showers. Regional forecast for tomorrow shows we're going to be in the 60s across the state, 55 degrees in Rock Springs. We have a couple 70s in there as well. Let's punch this in so we can break it down a little bit more. We have low to mid 60s along the Wasatch Front, 50s for the Wasatch back with more rain potential for the higher elevations, but the valley's still looking at a few morning showers. Partly cloudy to mostly sunny skies for central Utah, temperatures in the 60s. And then southern Utah has a dry day on deck. Again, we could see a couple of showers, but it's mostly just going to be drizzles sticking to the higher elevations. 80 degrees will be the high tomorrow in St. George. Really, really warm, and it gets warmer. 84 degrees by your Tuesday, 85 for Wednesday and Thursday. Partly cloudy skies start to fill on in for your Thursday and Friday. Temperatures cool down a little bit Friday and eventually reach the 70s by next weekend. You do have a little bit of a breeze to help keep you cool down there in southern Utah. The Wasatch Front has those morning showers tomorrow with partly cloudy skies, warming up to the 70s for your Tuesday with sunny skies, and then we kind of bob back and forth between the upper 60s and low 70s for the next few days. And then Friday, when we get that southerly flow, warms all the way up to 76 degrees. We have isolated showers Wednesday and Thursday with a slight chance of wet weather Friday and Saturday. And then by the time we get to Sunday, we have a major drop in temperatures, nearly 15-degree drop between Saturday and Sunday with isolated showers to close out next weekend. All right, Jordan, let's send it over to you.